Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. On hot7025fm.com.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Say my name.
Hey.
Say my name. Say my name.
Hey.
What is my name? What's the deal? Welcome to Let's Talk Love right here on Hot 702.5.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Happy
Let's Talk Love.
Women's International History
Day.
Day.
In the month of Women's Month, there's actually a day.
Well, yeah, because this is the day that it started.
Okay.
This is the day that it started. So, okay. Well, we here on Hot 702.5 for sure. Are y'all ready to talk love? Because we ready to talk love. This is where we talk about matters of the heart. And we hope that, you come here leave with something. Don't leave with nothing. Nothing, negative, of course. With some solution, a little bit of information, maybe a little bit of love for the women today. But I am Miss Love Doctor and my co-host.
Hey, y'all. Beauty on the beat here.
What's up, friend?
Hey.
How you been?
You know what? You can't complain. Just been good. Just been thriving, enjoying my new home.
Grinding.
So, not stressing off the little shit no more.
I feel that. I feel really good. Well, she know me, so it's like I don't right now. Right now, I don't like spending money frivolously. Mm-hmm. But if it's an investment.
Anything that's an investment.
If it's an investment,
yeah,
then we probably got to do it. But I felt good because it was an investment in myself. Like in me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like when I went to go and get me I ordered me some vitamins and looking at my own health and see what I need to do different and like looking at like what vitamins do what, where, and how. And so when I purchased it, I'm like, I can't believe I just spent $70 on some vitamins. But I'm like, we spent $70 at the restaurant. We spent $70 at the bar. I'm like, that's better than me buying a prescription.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, boom, pal, we finna get it started. We gonna see the results. I gave myself a little deadline. You feel me?
Y'all will be able to see it, so that's gonna be a good thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel really good about that.
No, I'm proud of you though.
Yeah,
because you made an investment.
That's one investment. It's a couple.
No, she's been doing a few things that I've been very proud of because she's been again, she don't like to spend money on herself. Okay. On herself. So I'm just happy that she did something for the inner and then she also did something for the outer, okay? She'll get her hair braided, but that's different. I'm talking about something that she know.
Like I ain't like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, we spending money on you today? You? She like, well, then she'll play it in her mind. Well, it's an investment for my other things that I got going on. That's how I'm like, but I'm still, sense. I said, whatever you want to say, however you want to say, I'm happy that you're doing for yourself.
So you trying to say I don't?
You don't.
I don't believe
you don't. You do not. Not for Tasha Keys. It is always something that either going to your business or something that you want to do. But it's like you are very intentional when it comes to your coins.
I usually be intentional about a lot of things.
But as I said, especially when it comes to her coins, okay?
Okay. I am though. I don't usually get excited about a lot of shit either. So, but once I thought about it, I'm like, yo, bro, like this might be what you need to do to get you where you need to be. You feel me? I'm kind of excited about it. Hey, ladies. So we got 2 hellos. How y'all doing, Miss Booth, Miss Roberts? What's up, Twinkie? So yeah, we're gonna share a little bit of love to the sponsors, which is Keys Royalty House of Love. We have a lot going on with Keys Royalty House of Love. Everything there is, the key is self-love, okay? And always keeping you on beat with hair and makeup. And then we got On Beat Beauty.
It's coming up.
On Beat Beauty coming through the door. And Keys Do Love Mommies.
I'm excited for that one too.
Keys Do Love
We got some shit going on.
Make it go.
And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. When you have friends that encourage each other, like we encourage each other.
I think so.
Like definitely much so. Like where it's like, well, she encouraged me a lot because I can have a whole bunch of. She'll have the same, I have the same shit in my brain, but she'll write it all her stuff down, and by the time we doing something else, she's already did 15 steps to those things. So like for me,
you doing this for Women's Day?
Yes, I'm shouting out this woman right here.
Because I'm like, nah, wait, come on now.
Because but it's going to help me, motivate me, and not in a like I gotta step up to her level, but it's like, look what all of the stuff that's going on that you got to go through. And even just being by your, like being with your lonesome, like yourself. You are too. It's you. Mm-hmm. And it's like you are still able to manage to do all the things that you need to do for others, for how you want to help the world. So it's like, these are things that I want to show up. What do I want to leave? What do I?
Because
so that helps me.
I mean, in reality, since we giving shout outs, you support me too. So you got to think about it like I've said it before on air, like I'll be somewhere else and I hear you say my name. So, you hear your name, but you be having good words. And it's just, that's encouraging too. So if I see you in a place and you allow me to push you, of course I'm going to push you.
Yes, because
I ain't going to push if you don't want me to, no. But if you want
she
me
will.
To, if you
she
want
will.
Me to,
don't lie to them. You are definitely going to push. You just,
but then
the
I'll
way that
off.
she say it though, she'll say it and just be like, well, okay, well, why don't you just do this? Start off with this. And then she'll be like, okay, Marquina, I ain't seen nothing. You ain't even said nothing, bro. Okay, I'm going to be cool. And then be like, oh, shit. Okay, well, let me do it because...
let me back off.
But it helps me, though. It really does.
She's like, oh, let's start. I said, nah, nope, call me. Nah, we're not going to waste my time. That's not what we're going to do. But make sure you guys, comment, love, share, 702-551-5261. We would love to hear from you if you want to call in. This is safe space, no judgment. Honesty is the policy. Keep it respectful and classy, or don't be showing all your assy. I be dropping bars. Y'all got to understand, like, I be dropping bars. Janine said, healthy relationships are everything for support and encouragement. And that's across the board.
Across the board.
Like, I don't just only want to have a healthy romantic relationship. Like, all my relationships need to be healthy. Mm-hmm. Even when I go to the grocery store, I want to be like, what's up, Enrique? What's going on? He already got the stuff up there because he know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just small things like that. But it is International Women's Day. So shout out to you ladies that's on here. I already know the both of y'all be doing big things. So congratulations to you guys. Many blessings on everything. But what does it mean for a woman to have a day and a month? Like, I know men always feel that everything is for the women, which is not true. Mm-hmm. And especially depending on the women you're dealing with. Most women understand that taking care of a man is just as important as being taken care of. Right? Mm-hmm. So, however, this is Women's History Month, and we are going to speak on it. Okay, guys? All right.
Because period.
We gonna get y'all. We got something for you, man. I ain't going to leave y'all out. But it is crazy as hell that women even need a month to be recognized. So, like black people, we're going to give y'all this little recognition. And, we're going to keep it pushing for the little bit that you did in history, But women are the humans who gave birth to everybody that's walking this earth.
Mic drop. I just feel like that right there just is a mic drop in itself that we.
So how you decide to give me a month and a day, and your ass wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women.
Yes.
And it's just crazy how women get treated how they do. It's almost as if we hold absolutely no value. You know, I love talking to men. I love talking to everybody about love and all this different stuff. And it's like, when you hear how negative they sound towards women, how much hatred be in most men's throats when they talking about women, it's like, we hold no fucking value. I've been told that, like, what I need a bitch for, you know what I'm saying? If I don't want to just roll over and fuck her and, you know what I'm saying, and this and that and the other, but now this motherfucker's sick and lonely. You feel me? So, you now, but I mean, but it still just brought it back around full circle, like, oh, so you only need her there to take care of you?
Yeah.
That's wild.
But I feel like the same thing that when we talk about like racism and Black History Month and like Women's Month, right? You can see the similarities of even having to be able to just recognize the contributions that women contribute. And again, that the biggest mic drop is life. We contribute to society, life.
That's crazy.
We had a whole ass conversation last night. I was over here like...
That's why I went there like, that's crazy. Even though I've been thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been thinking it to the point of like, how do you skip over that? Like, do you not know? And I honestly think that a lot of people just are not educated, but it's not even that they're not educated. Like I can never know what it's like to be a man. I never, like that question I posed on Facebook, I would never know what it feels like to try to pee through a morning wood. I would never know that. You know what I'm saying? And I am woman enough to understand that. So you will never know what it's like to monthly have a menstrual cycle every month. Right. You will never know what it's like to house a human inside of your gut.
That's taking stuff from your body that you're sharing with them.
They're not taking, you're giving. You're providing. You're literally nurturing a human with all of your beings. That's why your hair falls out. That's why sometimes either your skin clear up or your skin get acne or, you know what I'm saying, your nipples engorge because it's starting to produce milk duds. And
your nose get wider. Your neck get darker. Like,
you're weak, you're tired because it's taking your blood. It's taking your oxygen. You giving it bone marrow. You're giving it a kidney, a heart. Like, you're really the reason why this baby's heart is beating. But at the same time, that baby is the only person can hear your heartbeat. So how could you not? Like, you can't skip over that. Like, it's just a magical ass crazy thing. And I think is for me is because at this age I don't want to experience it. You call me a punk, you call me whatever, but that is a whole different level of strength.
Well, thank you.
And y'all be doing it more than once. Shout out to the ladies.
The one and done.
Like, and this is how you know, like, you condition yourself, right? And I used to be, I don't know, for like a period of time, I got like hooked. I would look up anything I want to know. So I've watched a penis turn into a vagina. I will watch it. If I'm curious, I'm going to watch it. But I was hooked on watching live births at one point in time. And I was just watch and watch. And I'm just like, how in the hell?
It's crazy. When I seen that blessing, when we seen Didi's baby come in.
That
shit was like, and I haven't had a kid in like 10 years. 11 years.
Sitting up talking like she ain't just like push a whole baby out.
Hey, can y'all? Human being. Like, it was like, did we just see what we just saw?
We just saw that.
We just seen what we just saw.
I was in awe. Like, I was really, really in awe. But, you know.
Hey,
we got to. Don't worry about it. That's why this flower power movement is going to be so major. Because if we don't pay homage, if we don't give honor to the flower, that people are so happy and so
we
easily
see the world come from there.
Like, they will just not give it no worth. Deflower the hell out of the flower. Keep it pushing. No, ma'am. Know your worth, ma'am.
No,
so we're going to dig into a little bit of history of how March even became Women's History Month.
I know. Why did they choose March?
Did
we ever look at that?
Yeah.
Oh, see. She be on her
due
shit.
to women that has a key part in not only American history but all history. Women's History Month is a celebration of women's contribution to history, culture, and society, and has been observed annually in the month of March in the United States since 1987. Okay. So it wasn't even until 1987 where we got a little bit of recognition of
2
being
years
women.
After I was born.
Wow.
Like, okay.
A global celebration of economic, political, and social achievements of women took place for the first time March 8th in 1911.
So that's why it's today, y'all.
Yes. So many countries around the world celebrate the holiday with demonstrations, educational initiatives, and customs such as presenting women with gifts and flowers. I would love some flowers today.
I didn't know. Come on. Okay.
I didn't even know that. Now you got put it on the calendar.
Yes.
So the National Women's Alliance History Alliance designates a yearly theme for Women's History Month, and the 2023 theme is celebrating women who tell our stories.
That's hella funny. We were just talking about
this theme. Recognizes women's past and present who've been active in all forms of media, telling stories including on print, radio, TV, stage, screens, blogs, podcasts, news, social media. So I want to say that's us.
That's us.
That's us. So,
Happy Women's Month.
Happy
Women's Day.
International Women's Day.
International Women's Day.
Happy Women's.
That's dope.
To all the ladies who helped tell our stories. And we were supposed to be cheersing right now, but we're going to cheers it again because we got a lady that we wanted to honor who is starting her own business. Friends Daiquiri Bar is supposed to be sponsoring today's show. So we're going to say Friends. When she gets here, we'll friends it. You'll see it. We're going to be excited about it. Right. So we're going to make sure we kick that off. What's up, Kato? She said this is the best month. Right? You pushing it, bro. This month cool. What's up, E?
Hey, but I know you got a definition for us. So you ready? You ready to roll into this? Come on.
Ready.
Come on. Let us tell us the juice. Give us the juice.
So once I started trying to think about the definition, I was like, okay, let's see how I want to break this down. So I'm like, let's do what's the definition of a woman, right? And all it says is an adult female human being. Hated it. Adult female human being. Okay. And, I mean, I looked up a man. It says the same thing, but that's the definition. But there is a new definition I found that says female human being, a person assigned a female sex at birth, or a person who defines herself as a woman. So is this...
You can define yourself. And see, I don't even want to, for me, we gonna,
you want to skip?
I'm going to respectfully. I just don't feel like, I can say because I like to wear a bra and put some makeup on and a wig on, that I gotta be a woman. I don't. I'm gonna shut up.
Like you feel like a woman.
Those are just, to me, those are societal norms of what women look like. Mm-hmm. That's what societal norms of what a defined woman looks like. Yeah. That's it. But for me, it's the womb that we carry. Whether we have a child, if we cannot, or any. It doesn't matter. That's what we're born with when we came here. Like when we came, like we have something to hold a child in. Mm-hmm. When we're born.
When they say it's a girl,
like that's it. All this extra stuff that we gotta define, all that. Hey, do what if you want to look like what societal norms look like, which is a woman with dresses, hair, all that. I want you to do you. But the whole woman thing is like it comes with cramps. You bleeding.
That's so painful.
Or having to have your hysterectomy, having to have like what you're born with taken out.
What about an abortion? Why they want to shoot the club up, but they ain't never gonna know what it's like to have an abortion.
And the side effects of having a fucking abortion. I seen a whole ass video of a man like, hey, if I told you I shot up in you and I don't want to do it, I don't want to take care of you, and I gave you the money for the abortion,
that's
like,
on you.
That's on you.
To deal with this whole ass human for the rest of your life.
Like, don't call me, don't ask me. I got 7 baby mamas.
I feel like, and I don't know, I feel like that they should have to go back there. I feel like they should.
They should have
to go back there because two people have to go back there, and so they can understand exactly what happens when you go back there. You drop her off, she go in, she walk in, she come out woozy, you pick her up, but you don't know what the hell transpired. You don't know what it did to them mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, you don't even know, and you okay with trying to have sex again. Mm-hmm. Like, wow. So
yeah, that's why I'm like, hey, that whole little definition part.
Okay, we gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
So why do women need a month if they've been here just as long as men? Throughout history, women have been healers and caretakers, playing multiple roles as pharmacists, nurses, midwives, abortionists, counselors, physicians, and wise women. So let's talk about some women who have changed history for the world. I think it was, I don't know. You want to go first? You can go first.
You can, because I don't even know how to say her name.
It's Sybil Loddington.
Oh, okay. Well, Miss Sybil Loddington, because I was asking that last. I was like, I don't know how to say that name. She is a female. Oh, she was the female Paul Revere. On the night of April 26, 1777, though, she was only 16 years old, y'all, okay?
She was a rider.
Okay? Miss Sybil, she rode nearly 40 miles, okay, to warn some 400 militant men? Mm-hmm. So militant. So she had to go and snitch and say, like, hey, it's time to go. It's people coming. Like, so she was a cheat. Only at 16, they put all of that pressure on that girl back like that. Like, hey, they coming.
Right.
They coming.
She did that.
And then much like the ride of Paul Revere, what is it? Ludington messaged helped the pirate leaders prepare for battle. But Ludington. Well, Sybil, I'm gonna call her Sybil. Sybil was less than half. She was half Paul Revere's age, basically. So for her to be so young and have all of that, and had to ride twice as far in order to give them.
That's just courage, like a mug. Like, and they were talking about that now, how, people are so complacent in what they got going on. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. So we got Claudette Colvin, and she's a teenage civil rights activist. Too tired to give up her seat on the bus home from high school, March 2nd in 1955, Claudette refused to move for a white passenger 9 months before Rosa Parks. And later, she said that she felt inspired by the memoirs of early pioneers and stand or sit her ground, as she told the Newsweek. I felt like Sojourner Truth was pushing me down in my shoulders, and Harriet Tubman was pushing me and holding the other, saying, sit down, girl. And I was glued to my seat.
And that's crazy that we can hear our ancestors.
If we listen.
Telling us, like, we got to be the pioneers we got to be the change. And for her to, like, say, fuck that, and I'm about to sit down. And she didn't even get no recognition. We got Rosa on. Everybody talking about Rosa. Come on, y'all.
Get off the bus, Rosa.
Right?
All right, who's the next
So
one?
we have Jane Addams. She was a pioneer for social change. Hull House, as it was named, provided a place for immigrants and diverse communities to gather together. So again, we have women that want to collectively help each other. We are always wanting to help each other, right? Adams and others, Hull House residents sponsored legislation to abolish child labor. So it was like, for her to even like, okay, well, me as a mom, I want to help my kids too. we give birth to these kids. So it's like we can't make them just go into the labor and not have anything else. I think that's dope. Establish juvenile courts limits the hours of working women. Recognize labor unions. May school attendant was compulsory, and ensure safe working for the conditions in factories. So she did a lot of things just for the.
She's busting moves.
So she even made jails for like, hey, juveniles versus them being in just a cell with a whole bunch of different people.
Established like the courts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we got Rosalind Franklin. She revealed DNA's structure.
Oh.
Rosalind knew she wanted to be a scientist at the age of 15. Enrolling in college despite her father's protest, she eventually received her doctorate in chemistry. She spent 3 years studying the X-ray techniques and returning to England to lead the research team to study the structure of DNA, all at the time when women weren't even allowed in the college cafeteria. Women wasn't allowed in the cafeteria?
But we were the cooks. That makes no sense.
They some wild boys. You weren't even allowed in the cafeteria,
but
bro? No, like
cooking.
to sit in there and eat.
But you were cooking it, so why couldn't you go in there?
Wow. Go on, let's move to the next one.
We just got too many. Of course, our girl Sojourner Truth. Everybody know about her. She is a voice that changed the nation. Born into slavery in Stuart-Kill, New York, Sojourner Truth escaped to freedom with her infant daughter in 1826. Truth was an
ardent abolitionist.
What is that? I'm like, what is that? We'll figure that one out because I have no idea what is an ardent abolitionist. And a women's rights activist. She stumped the country speaking on emancipation, political actions, racism, women's rights, and segregation.
Yeah, they said perhaps her best speech was the stirring "I Ain't a Woman" delivered at the Women's Convention in Ohio in 1851.
We gotta start going to the Women's
Convention.
Convention.
I a woman? Ain't I a woman? Damn.
We gotta. I'm gonna have to read that.
Back then.
In 1851. 18.
You just shut up, woman, and know your place, bro. I backhand you.
1851.
Go get my dog.
1851.
That's crazy.
1851.
Woo-wee. So in honor of the theme of International Women's Day, Women's History Month, we are here some women that have had an impact in this very community. Mm-hmm. We talked about a little bit of the history, so we might as well bring it up to people who are here in this community who is telling our story. So, y'all know we're going to start with our girl, the very own Queen E. Carice.
E. Carice, hey girl. You inspire us too.
CEO and owner of Hot 702.5, TV and radios, journalist, marketing guru, host. She has the Shady Ass Tea, the Morning Wood, owns Class LV, your logo here, LV, and E. Carice Entertainment. Shout out to E.
Cheers to you, boo. Cheers to you. Now, we also have McDaniels, who is also a professional singer, songwriter, comedian, stage actress, radio performer, and television star. Haiti McDaniels was, in fact, the first black woman to sing on radio in America.
Wow.
Hello, baby. Like that, you know.
They was like, what she said? I heard a sound in my ear. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go ahead and give it up to my auntie Oprah, because she was crowned Miss Black Tennessee in 1972. She stopped doing beauty pageants when her career took off. She started her own production company called Harpo Productions. Harpo is Oprah spelled backwards, if y'all didn't know that. As of 2013, her estimated net worth is I know you didn't. I know she didn't.
I was 39 years old.
And I wasn't
all I know is
that.
You told Harpo to beat me. And that's Oprah backwards.
What's wrong
I'm about to cry, bro.
Her net worth is $2.8 billion.
Sorry,
the Oprah Winfrey Show aired for 25 years. The final episode was on May 24th, 2011. Damn. She was named the most influential woman of her generation by Life magazine.
Nah.
Wow, friend. You funny.
You told Harpo, bitch. So I told Oprah to beat you like this whole time. I am just
finding out. I found out when I had found out, but I didn't know before I found out. I ain't even know.
Oh my God. That's crazy. When did you find out, bitch?
I been knew that.
Dang.
You can see it.
Who else knew that? I want anybody else on here to tell me.
When you look at it on the screen, it looks reversed.
Man, I'm dyslexic. I should be able to see that shit. How did I know?
Self-diagnosed, bro.
I am, bitch. I am. I know.
All right, come on.
Oh my God, that was so funny. Okay. Candace Charles. I'm like, let me make sure I'm in the right section, okay?
You is.
Candace Charles. She joined the 8 News Now team last year of August, okay? As a reporter. She dug into the community by reporting on the everyday struggles and the triumphs on the leading the noon newscast. So she did that in the middle of the day. Mm-hmm. But she also flexed her investigation chops, y'all, by doing Undercover with like a 4-part human trafficking series, meeting with local families that impacted by the opioid epidemic, and that was another 3-part series. So she did like a few things to dive in to really help her community. So, and then at Fox 17 News in Grand Rapids, Candace blossomed as a reporter. She reported the morning show, helped lead evening newscasts, produced content for Black History Month, and that's always nice when somebody got to be, the token Black woman. She still made sure that she did, to like still give like, hey, I'm still going to be Black no matter when I leave here, when I come here, I got to bring a little bit of me.
Yeah.
I like how news is starting to look. Like they wearing braids, they wearing, like more natural looks, locks, everything.
I like the dude that be dancing
on the weather.
I like when he come across my screen.
But she also facilitated a natural bond with the community. So she was really really dope. Shout out to you, girl.
Okay, Candace, if you hear us, give us a little heart or something like that. But this one, and we're going to have her on the show. The more and more I thought about it and I started digging into her. Our very own Miss China Hudson, right? Mm-hmm. And we found out we were family by just talking and everything. But when you meet her, everybody call her auntie,
mm-hmm.
So China is a member of Las Vegas community, a powerful leader currently enriching the lives of youth and families through culture, character, theater, spirit, and leadership. She has established programming at Pearson Center, Walnut Cambridge Recreational Center, West Las Vegas Cultural Arts Center, the Smith Center of Performing Arts, and Clark County School Districts. With style and grace, Ms. China presents her talents, legacy, dedication, and commitment to excellence for benefit of the entire world. Her experience as a writer, director, actress, spoken word artist, African dancer, and facilitator, combined with her love for people, forms an explosive package that creates change. Currently, Hudson is partnership with Moulin Rouge Holding LLC to develop the historical Moulin Rouge Hotel and Casino on the historical west side of Las Vegas. When I tell you China is the truth, Miss Hudson is the truth. That's who's African dance class I go to.
Yeah, that's gonna be clean.
When you go in there and the drums be going,
our body moves.
You feel like your heart starts to get into it, like your heart feels the beat of the drum.
I took an African dance class in high school, so
we all gonna have to go turn up. We're gonna have to go turn up at the dance class. She hosts them Saturdays at noon.
Okay.
At noon. So, yeah. Shout out to you, Miss China.
Hey. We appreciate you here. Is there anyone else that...
I don't know.
Well, I guess we are some really... Well, it's not I guess. We are some motherfucking amazing women out here. Yes, quick. I did. I was like, why not put... Again, we are some amazing women out here, no matter what. Our flaws and all, we still amazing.
I know. We kind of dug into it already, but we got to think that we're the naturers, the nurturers of the earth. And even nurture itself in Latin means birth. You know? So we got to kick it off to just every single woman out here. Every single young girl that's going to be a woman. Every single toddler little girl that's going to be a teenage girl. And every little girl that got born and said, it's a girl. And she had a little, you know, and not a, you know. Because, you know, that's what the doctors them be looking for, like what they got. You know? So, yeah. We got to get this Flower Power Project pumping. Because I think that if women really knew the power that they possess, then everything else will be considered less. Everything else will be considered less. Like, there wouldn't be no tolerance for shenanigans and bullshittery.
Yeah.
On nobody's part.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the way this world is ran, it's like, y'all don't want no women to run this world because you know it'll probably be done right and thrive.
And, you know, like, they are the most sensitive. We are the most sensitive and caring when it comes to us women, you know? Like, by no means, as a woman, us being able to have kids, us being married, none of those things is really, it's just the things that who we are, how we handle things, how people want to emulate us. Like, we're women. I feel like once we really learn that.
I think once we just understand that it's not a competition. Yeah. It's not a war between men and women. Once we realize that, like, men are men and women are women, but we both exist
because of each other.
We both have our own things that we bring, and we both need each other in order to keep coexisting.
True.
So at the end of the day, it's like, I've been studying this movie because I'm going to do something with it, and you know which movie it is, but every time I hear the opening of the movie, I'm like, why the fuck are we at war with each other? Like, oh, shit, the enemy. That's what he said. The enemy knows all our plays now. Y'all probably know what movie it is if you watch movies, but he was like, the enemy knows all of our plays now, and we are currently at war. But we have never came and was like, let's try to play these men, and let's go to war with them because they're our enemies. I don't know many women like that. Women are out here literally looking to be nurturers, to be lovers, to be warm, to be soft with somebody. You know what I'm saying? To give and be given back to. You know what I'm saying? But all along, you playing the fucking game that I didn't even know I was playing.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't want me to play with your same rules. We can't play. They your rules.
Or every time the rule is, okay, well, no. That's only for this person.
You can't do that.
That person can't
Women,
do that.
y'all this and we this. Because we this and y'all that.
We supposed to protect the flower, but y'all want all of our flowers. How we supposed to protect it if y'all all want?
Just pluck all the petals off and leave a little stud. I mean, all the way down to a woman's walk. Right? And what I'm learning with this self-healing journey thing is it's not losing weight for a woman, and I'm speaking to women, and y'all can let me know if I'm wrong, I'm right, but this is for me. It's more than just shedding pounds. It's literally like restructuring the inside of my body, like tightening my core back up. Like, tightening your core up is just not, oh, let me do a couple Kegels. Like, no, your whole fucking core, if you've been lax like that, you know what I'm saying? So no wonder you all out of whack. Ever since that woman told me that, she's like, you're not fat, that's trauma. She's like, you holding trauma in your stomach. Ever since she's told me that, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about it differently and look at it differently because I'm like, what the hell am I holding in there? Because it's the womb. It's where things are birthed. You know what I'm saying? So once you start to tighten up your core, it's like your whole ass being becomes different. It's almost like a different kind of clarity, a different kind of strength.
And that's why they say we do need to work out. Like, that's something that, like, our body needs, you know, like us taking care of our muscles. Like you say, Marquita, you need to stretch. You need to walk around. Like, you don't have to lift weights or anything, but you have to move your body. You have to
move that body.
Yeah.
Because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. And, baby, it'll go fast.
Yeah.
It'll go fast. But just what about a woman's pheromones?
I'm just learning that everybody, like, I didn't know each people have their own smell. I didn't know that either. Because I know that I love my mom's smell. When I was little, I used to want to, like, be, like, underneath her. Whatever it was like I was right there in the crack, just like, I wanted to smell her. I didn't know that was, like, considered a pheromone that we exude.
That's your mom, so you probably already knew that smell was probably comforting for you because you were inside of her skin.
Like, it's just crazy.
You were, like, inside of her skin.
Yeah.
And that same old, no shade, mama, but that coochie she used to pee with today, you came out of there. You came out of there.
Yes. And then my kids, they came out of me. When I tell my husband, like, this is our kids. No, they're my kids. My kids. He's like, well, I say, they came out of my vagina, mine. Like,
well, he put the seed in you.
Again, I had to push it. So then my kids, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna keep saying that. He knows that I wouldn't, you know.
You need that.
I know I needed it, but I'm just saying that those are my babies, and I'm happy that they came from me.
That's crazy. Shout out to y'all, bro. They came from me. Every time I'll be looking at a woman and I think about that, and I'm just like, especially a woman that just had a baby, and they just moving around and operating as if, and I know they in pain, and the only reason why I know they in pain is because I know how we move around and operate monthly. Like, you moving and operating as if nothing is wrong, but it's a whole lot of shit wrong, and you in a whole lot of pain.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, that shit is probably 1,000 times to the max.
No, I used to think that I couldn't handle pain. I'm like, I didn't like tattoos. Like, I felt like it hurts to get one. I'm like, bitch, you had 3 kids.
Hello.
How could you say that you don't like pain when you had to get that epidural? You still had to feel that push. You still felt like when it teared, or like when you feel like you was about to take a shit. Like, you remember all of that stuff when you have a child.
Ooh. You know what? I can't. Let me stop acting like I'm not who I've always been. When I did have a plan to have kids, because, you know, that's how we were groomed, I had a plan to have either twins or triplets. I was a one and doneer. I had already had a plan with my OB, like, I'm gonna need my tubes and stuff tied. She's like, well, you're only gonna be a certain age. This is my plan. This is what I want. This is what I want. If it ain't 2, only reason why I wanted 2 or 3, because I didn't want my baby to be by themselves. If something was to happen to me, they could have a sibling.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I wanted 8. I was tripping.
I wanted 7.
I wanted 8.
I wanted 7 because I wanted them to be deep. It was never about me. It was never about having the kids. I wanted my kids to be deep. Like, if nobody showed, and that's crazy as hell. Look how this shit come full circle. If nobody's showing up for family holidays and birthdays and stuff no more, you got your siblings. It's enough for y'all, and y'all can kick it. That's really what I wanted. But then I was like, fuck that. I saw birth at 14. I was like,
I saw birth at 10, bitch. I was like,
that's going to be a no for me. Like, that looks very painful.
I said, this is what Oh, so when boys want the flower, this is what they play? Oh,
nasty, nasty.
Nah.
Take that back.
I was like, Like, I can remember in 5th grade, like, so when you gonna let me hit in 2000 and when the 2000s, like, hell no, you could not show me in the 2000s, nigga. I was like, you would not be able to, I couldn't even explain it. I was like, if y'all see my sister have a baby, like that shit is crazy. That was crazy to me at 10 years old to see a head come out of a small ass hole that I pee in. Like that shit blew my mind. And I said, so a dick is supposed to go up in that and then leave that. And then I gotta push it out.
Leave that in there? You gonna leave that in there so we don't get to pick, we don't get the rock, paper, scissors. Who?
Like you don't get to have it. It gotta be me.
Only me? I gotta be the one to do it. So what was we watching? Marriage boot camp. And Noriega was pressing his woman to have a baby. She's like, I'm older now. All my kids are older. She's like, and I'm ready to start pursuing my stuff. Like, I had to be at home and sacrifice and be here with these kids. But I was here and I did that while you went out for your career. Yep. And he's like, yeah, but I'm home now and I want a baby. She's like, you need to get a puppy.
Thank you.
And he did not understand that this lady is older now. It's a whole different ball game. You want her to push out a brand new baby, start all the way over.
Because now you don't have nothing to do.
Because you ain't got nothing to do. Shit.
But then you're gonna still leave me. I appreciate
watching the fact that she stood on it though, and she got her. I think she got some type of like a little bar or something she was opening up. Mm-hmm. He supported her, so it was cool. Like the outcome. Yeah. But in the beginning it was kind of rocky because he was serious. He was dead ass.
But it's like So you okay with, because you missed out on things because you had to be the provider. And I was okay with that, and I was okay with me. I took my role. You took your role, and I took their role. So now we
need to go on vacations and shit. We got to reconsider.
I waited on that. Now you want to, So
how should we be supportive to more women? To women being supportive to women.
Well, let's stop judging each other, women, okay? Because I don't know what it is to be in your household in your shoes. You don't know what it is to be in my household in my shoes. I feel like we got to encourage one another. If we seeing things that you may not like, say if the child ain't looking good or you feel like they not showing up to the thing, like, hey, can we be there? We'll support them because you can't. I know that you work and it's only you.
Oh, okay, like a single moms club.
Vacations together where it's like, hey, we saving up. We know that it costs a lot, depending on how many kids you have. Like, being able to encourage one another, but not necessarily shame one another for things. Because sometimes we just don't know. It's a lot of things that women, we do keep to ourselves. We are, if you're not part of that clique, if you're not part of that, like the crew, you don't get that in.
What you mean?
So when you have a lot of women that already are a clique, right? If they're already a clique and you see another mom that may not mesh well with you, or their kid is bad, or their kid, you feel me? It's like moms. Yeah, I'm talking about moms. How we gonna be able to support each other when it comes to that? Or just seeing somebody that's always by themselves. Like, hey, you cool? How you doing? Like, getting to know them. Like, I just feel like we gotta encourage. I'm always the one that's gonna say, hey, that outfit look good today. You look really good that you took the time.
Compliment each other. Smile. Smile.
Men, don't tell us to smile. Us women, hey, beautiful. We know what to say to make another woman smile. We know what to say to make another woman smile. I don't like when men be like, smile. Nigga, what you telling me?
You need to smile?
Yeah. No. Make me smile. You tell me something that's going to make me smile.
Crack me
like,
crack me up.
Yeah. Like, oh, wow. No.
I agree. I think too, do like mental health check-ins. Like literally checking out, don't call and be like, hey, how you doing? Like, no, call and check, pull up, pop up, and do mental health check-ins. I think they're more important than we realize because people are struggling in silence. And it's kind of hard, depending on, like you say, how you were raised or whatever, to even ask for some help most time, or even say, this is what I'm going through, this is what I'm feeling. Or sometimes may not even know how to articulate what you're feeling. You don't know how to put it into words because you don't know what this feeling words are. You know what I'm saying? And not with needing to have like a diagnosis or anything, because that's the last thing somebody need is some more goddamn titles of who they are, defining them.
True.
Stop putting all these things on you and figure out what's going on with you, and this is why you're doing the things that you're doing.
Yeah.
We can make a conscious effort to do everything else, but we need to make a conscious effort to definitely check on each other, be supportive to each other, and don't be supportive how you want to be supportive. Ask them how they want to be supported. And I mean, that's just randomly, like, and no, and this is me being very transparent. Like, when my mom died, I'm still getting over the fact that I felt the way about a whole lot of shit and a whole lot of people, right? And people who are not even friends of mine, but like, if I see you make a post and I see some shit going on, I'm writing your inbox, how you doing? How you feeling? What's going on? Da 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 da. But I had to tell myself, like, Tasha, that's you. That's you. That's what you do. You can't expect them to jump in your inbox, even if it's just on a post or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But just if you see somebody crying out for help, just send them a little message. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't agree with what they got going on, keep it pushing. Stop being so nasty to each other. Stop writing all this mean shit on people's posts and disagreeing or not agreeing or how you feel. Fuck how you feel.
Thank you.
And this is really me being real. This shit is completely off script, because how you feel doesn't have anything to do, or is not going to help how the person is currently feeling. So if you think they on there just trying to get attention, move along.
Move along. Yeah.
But if you care about human beings, and if we trying to be more supportive to women, think about yourself as a woman first, and ask yourself, what do I need? And once you see what you need, it's so fucking easy to be there for other people. Because at the end of the day, we kind of all need the same shit.
Right.
Like, you could look at a woman, I could look at a woman, and I can have a whole conversation with a woman that we both know exactly what I'm saying. Like, let's just, and I'm going to bring it down to the woman's anatomy again really quick. But the fact that if I start my cycle and I don't got no supplies, I can give you a look, and you're going to know probably exactly what I need. Exactly. And you're going to give it to me in private. Exactly. And because we already know what it's like. We know what it feel like. We know what it's embarrassing. You outside. You ain't strapped. Yeah. You ain't strapped tight. You know what I'm saying? And you look at this. Hey, my supervisor, shout out to her. I looked at her. She looked at me. We looked where we looked, and we looked. And she was like, okay, and let me go home. No words said. No words. No,
I was out and about, and like, this cute lady had like a all white outfit on. I'm like, bro, I see something on, bro. I had to just like dip over, dance. Hey, girl, you looking cute tonight? Come here.
Yeah.
You know,
like, hey, tighten it up.
Yeah. Like,
we gotta have this girl power. Yeah. We gotta restore our worth, and we have to do it within each other. And it starts with just pouring love back into each other. So each and every woman out there, I love y'all, and I understand what y'all go through. So, I'm gonna have to make sure I got y'all together. So shout out to all the women. Happy Women's Month. Give a woman some flowers today. And
a young woman,
I hope you get some flowers. You get some flowers. You get a flower. And then we're going to have flower power. So thank y'all for tuning in. I love everybody. And I hope there's some men on there who is going to show some love to some women. Because y'all need to remember that worth. Y'all have worth too. But y'all need to remember the worth that women have as well.
Yeah, y'all got mamas and sisters.
Peace out, y'all. Smooches.
Do say.